Oh, look at this. DJI OSMO Pocket 3. Let's talk about how we can mount this on a motorcycle so you can get those spicy rollers that you've been seeing all over the internet, on the YouTubes, on the social medias. Let's get into it. So let's go over all the pieces that you need to be able to set this up on your motorcycle and get some rollers. Obviously, you need a Pocket 3. That's what this whole thing is about. This is the OSMO Pocket 3, DJI OSMO Pocket 3. I keep ND32 and an ND64 on the inside of the case, a little magnetic ND filter. And then I like to use the extended battery just so that I don't have to think about not having enough juice in the camera. I have this little cheap Amazon OSMO Pocket 3 mount with the GoPro feet, or action camera feet, my fault. And then later on, I ran a couple rollers with this mount and it worked amazing. So you don't have to get the DJI actual OSMO Pocket 3 mount with the cold shoe on the side. This one is way more sturdy and way more stable. You don't need it though. But I am gonna use it just because it's more stable and I have it. So this is an option. I love the ram mount ball system. I feel like with the ram mount, they stay super securely. So I'd rather just run it like that. So I have one of the long arms, one of the ram mount long arms. It's the exact same one that's on the mirrors. So I just bought another one of those. And then I have a ram mount ball with the action camera GoPro feet on there. I put that on one side. I have a, you can't see it on this side, but when we cut to some of the other footage, there's a U-mount on this, on the Norden 901. It has the grip on the back for the passenger, but I U-bolted one of the ram mount balls onto the back of that, so it's not going anywhere. It lives on the bike. Take this, you mount that onto there, you tighten it up, and you're good to go. And then this goes on. I mean, it's probably the easiest to do it like this. I like these action camera screws that only have two because you get a way tighter torque onto the bit. So we'll take this, put that in there. Make sure you knock out the screw on the other side so that it makes it fucking 10 times more difficult. Cool. We'll thread this up. Boom. And then I'm going to put it right around. It goes around the joystick and the record button, and you still have full access to turning the screen. Whether you want it horizontal or vertical, you can change that. And then close it up, lock it down, and then this is the DJI mount that they sell for the Pocket 3. You can still take the battery off, take the battery on. I like leaving the battery on because I feel like it's extra weight. And the more weight that you have, it's like you have weight down here, you have weight up here, it just makes it stable. And also you're getting extra battery life too, which is a plus. And then this mounts onto here. And then this mounts on to the rail on the back. And then this is your whole system. And it's awesome. So you can flip it. Good to go. Flip the camera around. Boom. You can film vertical. You can film horizontal. It doesn't matter. It's perfect. That's in the DJI mount. We'll mount up the cheaper Amazon accessory next. Just putting that on there. Throwing this guy in there. The DJI mount, it clamps around the body and it securely locks in. And that's good, but this one is just friction. There's like little rubber on the inside of this little piece that you can find on Amazon. And so you just slide the camera inside of it like so. And on the DJI one, there's rubber on the inside of this mount as well as like rubber on the inside of this cheaper Amazon one. So it's nice you're not messing up your camera at all. It's not rubbing on the body. Take the battery off, or if you already have it off, it just slides right over. I slide it all the way up to the joystick just to keep it nice and tight. Put that on there. A reason why I was running the battery too with this is because if this is just like this and you have it mounted like that, I thought, or like, what if you want to run it underslung? And you can do that, it'll film, you can run the camera upside down. You don't have to film with the camera right side up. So if you have it down like this, I thought that maybe riding the motorcycle, all the vibrations, it might slide off. So that was another reason why I would clip the battery onto there, because now it's not going to slide off. And if it does slide, it's going to go halfway and then it's like, it's not coming off. But that's just an extra measure of safety, having the bottom piece. And you don't have to have the extended battery. It's nice because you're getting more battery, but you can run the one that comes with the Pocket 3. It's the little smaller one with the quarter 20 on the bottom. So you can run that one if you don't want to buy the extended battery grip. Because the Pocket's great. The battery life is awesome. You can use it just with the smaller one that it comes with it. And for most rollers, it's not a big deal. You're not going to be filming this whole setup for hours on end. You can shoot a little bit. You guys can pull over, shoot a little bit, pull over, whatever. So this is the Amazon setup. Put this in there. Ram mount ball. Boom. This one is a little bit more, like this one is obviously going to secure it more of the camera. And this one you have a little bit more open space so you can access things and do whatever you want to do. Same thing like underslung. If you want to go that way, same thing. This camera's still going to be the exact same. It's still good. I bought this one first because it was cheaper and easier. At the time, this one wasn't available on the DJI site or on Amazon or whatever. I couldn't find this mount. It was out of stock. So I bought this Amazon one and I filmed a bunch of stuff, as I'll cut into that. Filmed a bunch of stuff. This thing's great. No complaints at all. But then when this came available, I was like, well, this is a nicer version of this, and it's made for the camera itself. I'm not saying this isn't made for the camera, but this is made from the manufacturer for this camera. So that's why I bought this one, even though this one worked totally fine. I just wanted to be a bad bitch and have the DJI one. So then after you have this all mounted up and it's on the bike, I'll just throw it on there real quick. You can go to the app. I have this mounted on here. This is just a little like clamp onto the handlebars so that I can have my phone on here. So now I can control with my phone what the camera's seeing. You have a joystick on there. You draw the little box over, like say there's a dude riding a motorcycle right next to you. You draw the box on your phone over the guy and then it snaps and starts tracking that person. If you're on a motorcycle, this is great for motorcycle to motorcycle filming. That's what I'm primarily going to use this for, but I have friends with rad cars and you can film your friends' cars, you can film whatever. Like all of this, I'm just explaining this for a motorcycle, how to mount it on here and still be able to get and see what you're trying to do. But this works just as good. There's plenty of other YouTube videos out there of dudes mounting the Pocket 3 to their car, the bumper, with a suction mount, with all kinds of stuff like that. I wanted you to see that you can mount this to any motorcycle. Like you can put this on a sissy bar, on a Harley. You can put it on a side bag with a suction mount. You can do this on any motorcycle. The adventure bike is easy because we have these grab rails on the back of the bike. And then this is just like some simple, watch, I'll even take this off. This is just the Insta360 clamp with the ball head. It's just like the ram mount balls, but it's Insta360's version of it. It has a clamp, and then it has the quarter 20 on top with the phone clip. And then I have that mounted to the handlebars. Boom, just like that. Put the phone wherever you think is comfortable, so when you're on the bike, you can still touch, you can still see your speed. You can do that. Everything's fine. This works great. It connects wirelessly to the Pocket 3. You can see what you're filming real time so that you're not missing any shots or screwing anything up. And you'll know right away. And that's the setup. I'm going to cut in some rollers so you guys can check it out right now. a very safe way of being able to ride your motorcycle, enjoy the ride with your friends, as well as getting amazing footage of the ride and getting those rollers that you're trying to get. So you got your phone, you can see your speedometer, you can see everything, you can see ahead of you, you're not blocking, you're not obstructing, your hands are on the handlebars, you draw the box real quick, it's tracking, the pocket's down here. This is a great option if you want to ride with your friends and get great footage all at the same time. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit me up on Instagram at Zach Peacock. I'll respond right away to any questions you have about this setup. If you were wondering about the parts or whatever, like, I'll try to leave links down in the description, but I'm terrible at that, so don't hold me to that shit. But yeah, that's it. Go ride your motorcycle, have fun, film, do dope shit. Next one.